Hello guys, this is Amol Khedkar. I welcome you to this video. Today I'll be talking about a really interesting article from the National Post. As you can see on your screen, this is a very reputed newspaper in Canada, and it says as US boils over, Trudeau says systemic racism in Canada must be addressed. You can see Justin Trudeau over here, who is the Prime Minister of Canada. So this will be an interesting video. So please don't forget to watch right till the end, and also subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already, because nobody is uploading these kind of eye-opening videos on a daily basis. You also need to see my video about how I think that racial civil war is happening in America, and that video has got many views so far. So go and check that video out. It is on this channel. So many people think that Canada is some sort of a utopia, right? Where everything is solved up and everything is very good. Justin Trudeau, the current Prime Minister of Canada, is saying that systemic racism in Canada is a matter of daily life. Okay, so when he was asked about his response on what is happening in the US right now, where literally a civil war situation is happening, everything is getting looted, hundreds of cities are under curfew. He paused during a response to a question on racism during a news conference outside his house. Okay, and there is a video about it. You can go and see that video. What he said is that as long-standing anger about discrimination boils over in the US, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau says Canadians must recognize there is systemic racism in their own country. I've been living in Canada for the past 2 years now. I can tell you that many people really think that Canada is again like some sort of a very good country. But yeah, to be very honest with you, and if you want the real truth and nothing but the truth, Canada also has systemic racism inbuilt into the country. Many people don't want to hear this. Okay, people want to live in this sort of bubbles, and they just want to pretend that Canada is like a very utopian country where everybody is welcomed and things like that. But I just give my honest opinions on this channel. Okay, I don't mince my words anymore, because I don't think that if I start a channel, I really want to say what is in my mind and not just to give you like a word salad. Okay, speaking during a daily news conference in Ottawa, Trudeau says many don't see this bias, but it is a reality for visible minorities in Canada. I'm a brown person. Okay, I was born in India. I have been living in a white majority country for the past 10 years of my life. I was in the US for almost 8 years. Now I'm in Canada for almost 2 years. Both of them are white majority countries. And look at what this white guy is saying, okay, who is the Prime Minister of Canada right now. Many of us don't see this bias, right? Many white people will not see this bias, but it is a reality for visible minorities in Canada. And if you ask me, as a minority, as a brown person, I can definitely tell you that it is a reality for many visible minorities in Canada. Every day you have to live with it. Okay, that's just the plain fact. Trudeau was asked about the protest in the US and President Donald Trump's talk of deploying the military to stop unrest. He paused a full 20 seconds, lips pursed, jaw working, before saying that despite watching the United States with horror and consternation, Canadians must be aware of the challenges facing black Canadians and other minorities and take steps to address them. This is the current serving Prime Minister of Canada saying that Canada has systemic racism into it. What I mean by that is the system that is in place in Canada treats white people differently and minorities, which includes everybody, literally from brown, black, Chinese, Japanese, Koreans, anybody that is not white, they are treated definitely differently. This is what he's saying out in the open. Okay, if you still don't want to listen and just pretend that Canada is like a happy-go-lucky country where everybody is treated equally, I don't know what else to say. It's a time to listen. It is a time to learn what injustices continue despite progress over years and decades. Actual words of Trudeau in a press conference. One more time. It's a time to listen. It's a time to learn what injustices continue despite progress over years and decades. But it is a time for us as Canadians to recognize that we too have our own challenges. that black Canadians and racialized Canadians face discrimination as a lived reality every single day. This is the current serving Prime Minister of Canada saying. Black Canadians and racialized Canadians face discrimination as a lived reality every single day. There is systemic discrimination in Canada, which means our systems treat Canadians of color, Canadians who are racialized, differently than they do others. Absolutely true, just like bang on statement, okay? I just cannot agree more. There is systemic discrimination in Canada, which means our systems treat Canadians of color, Canadians who are racialized, differently than they do others. The comments followed days of protests and violence in many US cities after a video showed police in Minneapolis killing a black man. I've made a detailed video. I've in fact made 2 videos about it. Go and watch those videos, okay? Literally civil war happening in America right now. Hundreds of cities are under lockdown. There is this coronavirus madness happening. People are not giving a shit about this virus as well. They are just getting on the street. They are looting everything. They are just fed up of this shit show. George Floyd fanning the flames of fury over racism in the United States. Why do you think so many people are so angry? Just look at the statistic right now, right? They are not, the police are the criminals in America, okay? Hundreds of cities are under curfew. Many states have literally talked with Trump to give them the National Guard, which is like the federal police, to control the anger. So, the fundamental question is, why the hell are people so angry, right? The basic question, the basic answer for this question is that America has a deeply racist culture. I've been seeing this for a long, long time now, that America is a deeply violent and deeply racist country. So who is laughing now? Okay, I'm getting the last laugh over here. I lived in the US. I have 2 degrees from America, and now I'm in Canada. Many people told me when I came to Canada that I should not leave America. Okay, look at what is happening in America right now. Do you think anybody wants to be in America? The coronavirus madness has literally killed 100,000 plus people. You have a moronic person like Trump as your president. But to be honest, if you ask me, I've been, researching the US politics for the past 10, 12 years. I can definitely say Trump is going to win again. Because the other side has nothing to offer. And now this madness. Police are criminals in America. The violence starts with when the cops get in. That's why black people are just so fed up of this shit show. They're just coming to the streets, they're looting everything, and because they want a real change, actual change, not just a word salad. A police officer knelt on Floyd's neck for nearly 9 minutes while he pleaded that he couldn't breathe. This is all just, very, very sad, disappointing, very frustrating. It gives me a lot of anger as a minority person, okay? But it also gives me a sort of, soothing feeling that a white guy, I'm not a very big fan of Trudeau, let me be very honest with you, okay? I have my disagreements with Trudeau, but at least he knows what minorities go through in white majority countries, okay? This is a fact, this is a reality. Nobody wants to just confront it and say it as it is, but I'm definitely going to do this on my channel. Because I have started this channel for my own expressing of thoughts without any obstructions and without any holds barred. I think majority of the white countries are really deeply racist, including Canada. I am not going to mince my words here. I am living in Canada for the past 2 years now. I'm a permanent resident of Canada, but I can definitely tell you, racism, systemic racism exists in Canada. It's not Canada is some sort of a, people always tend to think that Canada is like a liberal paradise. It's nothing like that. This is a liberal prime minister saying that systemic racism is a part of daily life in Canada. This is what racism looks like in Canada. I'll stop talking here. If you like my analysis of this article and this video, please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Thank you. Have a good day.